Okay guys, welcome back to another What Sold Weekend Edition video. These are my sales from Friday, April 18th until Monday, April 21st. Let's get into it. Okay, first item is an Anna Griffin Holiday Vintage Collage card toppers. These came from my large auction lot back in December. These sold for $30 plus shipping. Next is a vintage Michael Waltrip Napa racing jacket. This was a fun find. I found this at an estate sale right in my town where I live. I picked this up just a few weeks ago, and it sold for $99 plus shipping. Next is a Pyrex Gooseberry yellow Cinderella mixing bowl. This sold for $25 plus shipping. I don't remember where I picked that up. Also, another recent pickup. This was in one of my recent estate sale videos. This is a hot hippie tribe Lucia blouse. This sold to Melaine, who is a viewer. So thank you very much. And I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. I am not quite sure, but hopefully I am. Next, also from that sale, I sold the first piece of the Polish pottery. This is the Presents of Love limited edition basket, and this sold for $68 plus shipping. I'm not sure if I even said that shirt sold for $24.99. You guys could see it, but I'm not sure if I said it. It has been a long day. This was a rough Monday for me. I had a bunch of stuff to do this morning before I even came into the warehouse to start my shipping. So I just wrapped up my shipping, and it is almost 5 o'clock at night. So now I'm filming this. So it's been a long day. So I'm a little out of my mind. Okay, but when am I not, right? And it's been a long weekend. Holy moly. I sourced the heck out of this weekend. It was so much fun. All right, anyway, back to business here. Next is a Club Disney Sword in the Stone Wizard beanbag plush. This sold for $11 with free shipping. I think I've got one left of these. I've been selling these. I think one of those was even in a video recently. A what sold video, that is. Next is a Polish pottery baker. This sold for $59.99 plus shipping. This did not come from the estate sale. This came from a different sale. Then I sold two Longaberger Pottery Woven Traditions Paprika coffee mugs. These sold for $29.99 plus shipping. They were out of my large Longaberger lot. Then I sold 20 sheets of vintage Jägermeister tattoos. These came from either a yard sale or an estate sale. I think it was a yard sale, a garage sale. It was inside. I remember it being indoors. And they had a bunch of different like Jaeger paraphernalia, I guess maybe you'll call it. I don't know. But I assume that one of the couples, worked at a bar. I know when I worked at the last place I worked before I went full-time with eBay was a country club, and the liquor reps would come in with all kinds of free stuff like this. So that's what I'm assuming this stuff came from. So anyway, these are temporary tattoos. No clue if they work. I did put that in the listing, of course, so I took a good offer just because I'm not sure the status of these, if they're going to stick to skin or not. Who the heck knows? Anyway, they sold for $12 plus shipping. Next, also from that estate sale with the Polish pottery, I sold a pair of, oh wait, never mind. We're not going to do that one. I forgot that order got canceled. The buyer said she ordered them by accident and they got relisted. So never mind. We're not doing that one. Okay. False alarm. Next is a Skinny Barnes wall hanging applique pattern. This sold for $12 plus shipping. This was from an estate sale over the winter, maybe in December. It might have been in December. I think it was. Then I sold an Anna Griffin botanical cardstock set of 24 sheets. This sold for $23 plus shipping, also from my Anna Griffin lot. And then I sold a pair of Skechers Clio shoes. I had these were in one of my hauls. I had these in animal print and the black ones. The animal print sold right away. Now the black one sold for $34.99 plus shipping. Next is a Bath & Body Works Parrot Wallflower plug-in. This sold for a best offer of $12 plus shipping. Then to a viewer, Louise. Louise purchased a Power Rangers, and you know what? I am not going to click on these and give you the individual prices. If they're grouped together. Louise actually bought 4 items. 3 of them are grouped together, 1 of them isn't. But the ones that are grouped together, I just see the total unless I click on it. And I don't want to click on all of those because then it takes me to another screen and it takes a lot of time to get back. So I'm going to give you the grand total. But as I pop these up, you'll see the individual prices anyway. So Louise bought a Power Rangers watch and a Fossil Emery coin purse. That was in a recent video, I know that. And then a lot of 2 bendables. These are witch, like candy banks or coin banks. And that was a total of $72.99. And she also purchased this Coach Poppy wristlet for $23. So Louise, thank you very much for your purchases. I actually had quite a few viewer purchases this weekend, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much for your purchases. It's always appreciated, and I hope you always love your items. All right, next is a pair of women's FitFlops Lulu sandals. These sold for $30 plus shipping. Next is a Miracle Suit shapewear dress. I actually had 3 of these. This was the first one to sell, and it sold for $29.99 plus shipping. Next is 4 Churchill, England, Chelsea tall black dinner plates. You normally see these in like blue or pink, I believe. The black is kind of hard to find. I can't remember where I got this set, and it was a recent pickup. It's so weird how I can remember stuff from like 10 years ago, and see the exact sale. And this is just a few weeks ago. And I'm like, where did I get these? Anyway, I parted these out. So I still have 2 other sets of 4 available. But anyway, that's actually going to drive me nuts. I know where I got them. I got them at the thrift store. Okay, it just came to me. Anyway, these sold for $49.99 plus shipping. Next is a lug cable car crossbody bag. This sold for $59. Is new with tags. It sold for $59 plus shipping. Then I sold an Enesco My Little Kitchen Fairies Caramel Apple Fairy. This sold on best offer of $34 plus shipping. That came from that one estate sale back in August. Next is a Cupio charcoal gray cowl neck tunic. This sold for $14.99 plus shipping. Then I sold a set of Level Up Pharmacology nursing flashcards. These were in yesterday's video. These were in the bottom of that box, that large box I purchased for $20 with all of the cards in it that I showed you guys. These were in the bottom. So these sold for $19.99 plus shipping. Next is a J. Crew Rainbow Pop Faux Pearl necklace. This sold for $19.99 plus shipping. It was a recent listing. It was either a yard sale or a rummage sale purchase, and I finally got it listed, and it sold pretty quick. Also, this antique vintage brass bell cable car, trolley car bell. This sold on best offer of $55 plus shipping. This was a recent listing as well. Then I sold this Patricia Nash purse to a viewer, Elizabeth. I love this bag. This was a recent pickup, which I will talk about in an upcoming video. So quick rundown. The first day that I went to the flea market, It was cold. I think there may have been a threat of rain. I don't quite remember, but there were not a lot of vendors set up, so I didn't even film that first day. But Michelle and I were walking around together and came upon this lady with some bags. Her and I made a deal on the 4 that she had at the time, and we split them. And then I gave the woman my number because she said she had more at home, and she called me, and I met up with her again this past weekend and bought the rest of her bags. And Michelle and I did split those as well. It was kind of like a little partnership deal we had on these bags. So anyway, but you'll see some of that in the upcoming video. Anyway, I love this bag. Oh, why I was telling this story to begin with is because when I initially got this bag, it did not have the extra crossbody strap. But when I reconnected with this woman, when she called me about the rest of the bags, I said, "Oh, do you happen to have the strap to one of the bags that you sold me last week?" And she looked for it and she found it. So I ended the listing. I relisted it with the strap. And yeah, here we are. Anyway, if I didn't say so already, because I literally don't remember 2 minutes ago, this sold on best offer of $135 plus shipping. It is such a beautiful bag. So Elizabeth, thank you very much. I know you're going to love it. I know you're absolutely going to love this bag. I love this bag. All right. Moving on, next is 5 Lifetime Stainless Old Westport teaspoons. These I sold on best offer of $15 plus shipping. Then we have a Lenox Wentworth Ivory Porcelain Vase. This was in a recent haul video. It came from Goodwill. I think it was a haul. Maybe it was a shopping video. One or the other. Anyway, this sold for $25 plus shipping. Then I sold 2 different sets of Villeroy & Boch French Garden Florence coffee mugs. These were in one of my rummage sale videos. I believe the first rummage sale of the year, as a matter of fact, back in February. I don't think it was March. No, I think it was February. So yeah, these were in that video. I picked them up and they sold for a grand total of $69.98 plus shipping. All right, then I sold a 31 hang it up key fob holder. This sold for $14.49 with free shipping. 12 left of those. Then another handbag sold. This is a fossil green yellow floral canvas small crossbody bag. I'm not reading that whole title. We're done. This sold for $30 plus shipping. All right. Another viewer sale, Lori. Lori, thank you so much for your purchases. Lori has great taste. You all do, to be honest. You guys buy like the best items that I have, I swear. Anyway, Lori purchased several items, so I'm just going to give you the grand total, but as I said before, I'll pop them up on the screen. Okay. Lori purchased this 1987 United Design Corps Legend of Santa figure. She also purchased this Spode Santas Around the World coffee mug. And then she purchased this Orifer's Sweden Zodiac Pattern Crystal Bowl. I love this bowl. I love this bowl. And then she purchased 2 Villeroy & Boch Heinrich Russian plates, the Snow Maiden, and the Court of Tsar Berende. I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation, but anyhow. So that was for a grand total of $130.98. Then also grouped together, Lori purchased 2 more items. She purchased a Lucinda book pin and a Lenox Magic of Christmas Santa of the Northern Forest mug for a grand total of $29.99. So thank you so much, Lori. I appreciate your purchases, and I hope you love all of your items. Lori, I can tell you really love the Santa stuff. All right, next is a Longaberger 1998 measuring basket. This sold for $10 plus shipping to possibly a viewer. I'm not sure. That I'm not sure of. So like if I know, I will definitely shout you guys out, but if I don't know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I missed anyone. All right, next is a Talbot's Petite Signature Crop Flare jeans. These sold for $14.44. I think that was some jeans I sent an offer on a while ago, and I think when I sent the offer, it was like one that you can make reoccurring offers. I didn't unclick the thing, if that makes any sense. It probably doesn't. Anyhow, $14.44 plus shipping. Next is a another viewer sale. This went to Jean. Jean, thank you so much. Jean is a repeat buyer and viewer. And she purchased the Pottery Barn Medina tray. That was in, what video was this in? It was in a recent video last weekend, I believe, that I purchased at a barn sale. I love this tray. I really, really love this tray. So Jean, I really hope you love it. I'm excited for you to get that, and I really hope you love it. So anyway, that sold on best offer of $65 plus shipping. Next is a Kala Hawaii toddler dress. This is so cute. This sold on best offer of $12 plus shipping. Next is a Willow Tree ox and goat. This was actually in yesterday's video, and this also may be a viewer sale, but I'm not quite sure. This is a repeat buyer of mine, but I'm not sure. So if I am missing you, I'm very sorry. Anyway, moving on. Next is a Wii Sports video game. This was a recent pickup this weekend. It's got some scratches, so I really priced it to sell. These always sell super fast. This Wii Sports game sold for $23 with free shipping. Next, also to Melaine, thank you very much for your purchase. And I would have shipped these together, but I shipped out her Friday purchase on Friday, so she probably has that by now. She purchased the Laughter Therapy Cubes that they were in yesterday's video in that box as well, and they sold for $15.99 with free shipping. All right, and then 3 more viewer sales to Roxy. Roxy, thank you so much for your purchases. She purchased this pair of yellow box shoes for $25. Now, these are separate. These did not get grouped together, so I can tell you these individual prices instead of saying for a total. Anyway, and then she purchased the Barefoot Dreams sweater from, I guess it was, I can't remember what videos I've been putting out. I don't remember which day. I think it was during the week. I've been doing so much stuff that I don't know if I'm coming or going at this point. Anyway, recent video. This came from an estate sale. I love Barefoot Dreams. She purchased this Barefoot Dreams Cozy Chic sweater for $50 on best offer. And then this pair of Taos rubber sole slip-on sneakers for a best offer of $30. So yeah, thank you very much, Roxy. I appreciate your purchases, and I really, really hope that you love everything. It did all ship out today. All right, and then I sold a Pioneer Woman Lucy and Drake salt and pepper shaker. Those are the dogs' names. And they sold for $12 plus shipping. And lastly, we have an Anais, I think that's how it's pronounced, perfume. I had 2 of these, and this was the last one to sell. Sold for $19.99 with free shipping. This was a recent pickup. Long, weird story I'm not even going to get into right now because I am tired and I need to go home. I'm going to go home and edit this video and get it up for you guys. So anyway, that is going to wrap it up. That is this weekend's What's Sold, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.